This is the beautiful gamepad here on the Lithium Project YouTube channel. I am Lithium Project. This is Tecmo World Cup 93. That famous World Cup that took place in the year of 1993. Yeah, we were just slapping the World Cup on anything around 93, 94, weren't we? I never played Tecmo Bowl. I have no real affinity or experience with Tecmo at all. I feel that was very much like a kind of North American thing. And thus not saying that I was affiliated with. So all I will say, going by this brief bit of gameplay footage that we're seeing, is that this is already better than 442 Soccer, which is about as low a bar as you could possibly ask to try and climb over. Obviously you're seeing these videos one or several days apart, but I just finished the recording of 442 Soccer, then came into this one. And I had to take a minute to really, like, evaluate, like, how fucking terrible that thing was. But you know what? We push on, we persevere forward, and we play some more football games. So, this is our first foray into the Master System. What? Why would flicker be an option? I guess we'll find out. What does time refer to? Obviously, time refers to time, but is 15 minutes in this instance like 15 seconds? That doesn't seem right. How long is 45 minutes? Or how long is 45? I don't know. I guess we'll just leave it and see what happens with that. Huh. We get this glorious intro screen, which is also more fucking effort than 442 Soccer had to provide. So again, this is already going above that at minimum. The Master System by no means is my favorite console, but something that I like about the Master System is that you know when you're playing a Master System game. Although actually in some regards you could probably maybe confuse this with a Game Gear game as well. Like late stage Master System games feel like Game Gear games, which isn't like that much of a surprise. But you know when you're playing like a Sega console game from that era. Whereas sometimes with like there are certain NES games where it just feels like it could have been from any bespoke console from that period. Let's just think about the sound chip, which usually is the case with a lot of those older consoles. We have all the stars. I am gonna be... Who am I gonna be? Holland... Denmark, you know, they'd have been European winners around this time. Yeah, that famous Holland kit. And that famous Denmark kit. Hole versus Den. Holden. We hold in time for the... what? Yes. Also, their famous formation, 3-back. Oh, Holland would have enough strikers that they could play at 4-3-3. You don't really see anyone play a 4-2-4. That doesn't feel like a formation you see a lot of. We'll go with a 4-3-3. We are playing a Master System console game, so that means that we only have a couple of buttons to work with, which is always handy. Some great noises. We got a pass, and we got a kick, and a shot. Okay. One thing we can at least concur is that 45 minutes, or 45 in time, does not actually mean 45 minutes, so that's good. Glad we could get that figured out. This is tough. This is real tough. I hate games that have like these kind of almost impenetrable, unstoppable slide tackles, because it really makes it difficult to just get away from an opponent, especially when you're not dealing with, like, I can't imagine that there's an in-depth level of like statistics to this game that's really driving like this player is that much faster than that player. Alright, never mind. Just run down the middle, be fine. Does this game have bicycle kicks? That's the question. I really want to know what the fuck does that beat refer to, because A, it's very annoying. Not to go like all Dennis Reynolds here, but that noise, whatever it is it something to do with them shooting? What does it mean? What does it mean? I don't know. Like, because it can't be for a foul because the play doesn't stop. Banging tune, by the way. You can't... See, the annoying thing is you can't, like, pass it. You can only hoof it. But that means you can only really hoof it forwards, because if you try to hoof from the sides, you're just going to kick it out of play. Like, unless there's... No, there's no other buttons. Like, it's a Master System game, for fuck's sake. Oh, come on! Like... What would make it slightly more manageable is if, when they do a slide tackle, they're out of play for a couple of seconds at least. So you have that risk-reward of doing a slide tackle, because otherwise you just constantly slide tackle. Hey, what? Goalkeepers keep me in this game. Passing is working in, by the way, where it's just, regardless of like what direction I'm holding, I think it's just passing to like the nearest player. Which is fine, like I'm not gonna complain about that too much. Sure, let's go to a 4-4-2. Let's have the extra player in midfield. Ah, god damn it. It was always going to happen. It was inevitable. I'll take it. If I recall, I think the rematch beta, they got another beta that's out at the end of this month, I think. So I need to do another Twitch stream with that. Jesus. This is tough. But it's not bad. It's not bad. It just, if there was just a little bit more of a grace period or a buffer between like when you could slide tackle and then basically when you could slide tackle again, like it should kind of take you out of the gameplay for at least another second or so. That I think would actually make a massive difference. But otherwise, like, you know, it moves solid enough. The ball has the right amount of movement and floatiness to it. It doesn't feel stiff. Like, that's something you can always have an issue with like these types of games, but it moves okay. I wish I knew what that fucking buzzer was for, but otherwise. Oh, that was such a good ball if it had gone to who it was meant to go to. And slowdown isn't too bad, actually. Like, again, like, you know, think back to like, Mega Man Soccer and just how busted that thing felt. This is alright. This is a polished product. It's got a nice little bounce with the ball. Fuck. I think we can call this one game over. It's okay, again, Denmark, European champions, like, no more than they deserve. That was not who I wanted to... So sometimes it passes in a way where it passes to who you want it to go to, and then sometimes it just kind of goes way off in another direction. Finally, we have a goal. We have a goal. Alright, I'll sleep easy tonight now. God. Didn't think that was going to happen. Like, you just have to be lucky that you've got another player immediately there to pick the ball up after a slide tackle. And that doesn't feel good. Oh, that was a volley. That was absolutely a volley. Oh, come on. Oh, hi! We have a visitor right at the end for this video. Hello. Holus. Holden and Holus. That's a bit rude. Like, you could have just told me to go back to the title screen. We didn't have to do a game over here. Just an exhibition. It doesn't count for anything. Jeez. Where's my... There we go. Okay. Tecmo World Cup 93. You're alright. You're alright. You're tough. That one small change if you made would go a long way. Where to put you? You're better than Real Sports Soccer for the Atari 2600. Then maybe you know what? Do you know what? Because you're not as good as Tengen. Maybe you are. Oh, it's Sims again, isn't it? Hey, how about that? I think I preferred the Tengen game. You know, I might slot you right between. Yeah, we'll put you there. Yeah, let's break up those Game Boy games. We got a nice little slot here. Game Gear, Game Boy, Master System, Game Boy. A bunch of just handheld and older games kind of sliding together. Okay, Tecmo World Cup 93. Kind of like middle of the pack there, right? Yeah, that feels about right. That was okay. If I'd had that as a child, I think I'd have been pretty content with that. So, yep, cool. All right, that's another one out the bag. Next, we're going to the CDI. Oh my word! Hold on to your braces, kids, because we might be in for a bumpy ride for this one. So yeah, I'll see you again next time. Please like, please subscribe, and continue watching the beautiful gamepad. So yeah, cheers.